you think something that you'd love to discuss is how people can change.
Yeah.
I certainly have over the years, and I feel the host and Chase, more specifically, mind you, Chase has not been on in almost a year, are very dismissive to the thought of dating someone who may have a lot of experience but has truly changed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you're talking like a man who doesn't want to date a woman
who may have done stuff like work in her past like that.
What's wrong with that?
Wait, you said work?
What would actually be wrong with that?
No, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that I feel like, when I look back on being a vegan, for instance, I'm just like, that was the most annoying part of my life. Like, I was so annoying, like, just talking about it all the time, just trying to push it on people all the time. Like, you can really, really change. And, like, I think it should be more based off of who the person is now and what their opinions are now and their perspectives.
Sure.
If they can also be honest with you in a personal one-on-one about their past and leave it up for you to decide. But instead of blanketly saying, no, I only want.
What's wrong with that? I don't think there's anything wrong with a blanket, like, if you ever did this in your past, I entirely disregard you, even if you are an amazing, fantastic person today. Mm-hmm. Now, if you used to do OF or porn or strip, you can be saved, you can be redeemed.
Yes.
But men do not need to then disregard your past and go on to date you and marry you. These two things are compatible. Or do you think men are obliged to date redeemed women?
No, definitely not obliged to. But,
right. If a woman wears pink socks, I can reject her on that basis alone. I can reject a woman for any reason I want.
You can.
Just in the same way that women will reject men for a wide variety of completely arbitrary and benign reasons. Men are allowed to do the same.
I agree, but the woman with pink socks maybe is going to make you the best tacos that you've ever had in your life. So I'm just saying that you guys are closing yourselves off to possibility of some potentially really great qualities and really great experiences. That's all I'm saying.
Right, but it's a total incompatibility if here's my standard. Mm-hmm. I don't date women who are or have been involved in sex work. Don't care how fantastic she is. This is a boundary. This is a standard.
Okay.
She could conceivably be the most compatible, and we would otherwise have a fantastic relationship. But on this basis alone, I refuse to even engage with her. Even knowing she could be fantastic, it is just a deal breaker for me.
Yeah.
What's actually wrong with that?
Well, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying that it's a little closed-minded. Like
Why is
I get
it closed-minded?
It's just
I
like
would
you're
never
being selective of what you're looking for.
You mean the same way that women are incredibly...
Yeah, we all do it.
We all have our standards.
I would never date a vegan, and I would never date a liberal.
Who's more picky, men or women?
Women, I think.
Well, y'all are super closed-minded about all the things that you look for in a man.
We literally said that
Maybe
earlier.
you guys should consider dating a guy who's shorter. Maybe you should consider a guy who doesn't make X amount of money.
Well, that's what you said earlier.
I would totally do that.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm speaking in generalities.
Right. So, right. But I'm speaking, like, personally. I'm just saying you might be missing out on some amazing women.
So, like, you have to understand, though. So, if you were engaged in this kind of work, regardless of how fantastic you are now, most men are not going to appreciate their future wife having nude photos of them on the internet. That's forever. You can't take that back.
I agree.
Then your future children are not going to appreciate that too.
Yeah. That's why I would never have an OnlyFans. I just wouldn't do that.
But you said you did.
But that was
girl on girl stuff.
Right. That was different.
It's probably out there somewhere.
Yeah. And
was it video or picture?
I was in a magazine.
It wasn't video?
Magazine of a threesome? How's that possible?
Okay.
No,
just
no. That wasn't. The threesome conversation was something different.
But I mean, like, okay, so I just don't understand. Why is it, like, closed-minded?
Because it's closed-minded because you're dismissing an entire, like, for instance, and there's lots of.
So?
Okay.
What's wrong with?
Yeah, you can.
No, but what is actually wrong with dismissing an entire cohort of people?
No, you totally can. I do that all the time. I don't like to date guys in California, so there we go.
But there's kind of an even worse entailment here. Like, for instance, would you ever drink ayahuasca tea and then go naked kayaking with a group of strangers?
Osmosis 12 donated $100. Girl to girl, respect yourself. You might be frightened that a man will cheat, but any man okay with doing that does not love you and does not respect you and is the type to cheat. Threesome topic.
Yeah, we can back up to that, but like, would you drink ayahuasca tea and then get in a kayak full of naked strangers?
Probably wouldn't do that.
Yeah, probably not. But I mean, isn't that being closed-minded?
No, I just said probably. I didn't say I would for sure never do that.
Oh, okay. Well, would you
I'm not
by
inclined
chance
to do it.
Would you by chance go and get into a gangbang with 15 different guys
Absolutely
at the same
not.
time while it was being filmed?
Absolutely not, filmed or not.
Oh, well, wait. Aren't you being closed-minded?
No, I just said that's fine. You're right. I just said that's fine.
Experiences.
I said that I do. I said that I do that as well.
Would you date a man who previously had sex with men?
No, absolutely not.
But he's bi. He's not
No.
gay. He's
No.
bi.
No.
So he is attracted to women.
No.
Well, that's very close-minded of you.
I think girl on, girls with girls is different. Girls.
Well, I'm not
can-
even making that argument. I'm
Okay,
just
good.
saying,
I think guy and guys, like,
it's in his
completely
past,
different
but
thing.
you could be missing out on a really fantastic.
Yeah, what about all the
You're right.
experiences, right?
You're right. So I'm seeing where you're coming from. Absolutely not. Would never do that. Never.
Right.
So I get it. So that's a standard for me.
Well, that's what I mean is the idea. I would agree with you. There is all sorts of potential, I suppose, experiences or things that you could be missing out on.
Yeah.
But the thing is that why isn't that true of literally everything?
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it is.